Hi, I'm Seth Bernard.
And I'm May Earlywine, and we're musicians, and we live in Michigan. We've been making music for most of our lives, and not only is it what we love to do, but we try to use it to help the community here in Michigan. And we're on Kickstarter because we want to make an album.
So in January, we're going to go to Ethiopia with some very, very dear friends of ours for a special trip. And they're raising money for schools in a coffee growing region of Ethiopia where we've been importing coffee to the Great Lakes region for several years.
Our friend Chris Treater, who runs Higher Grounds Trading Company, he wants to run and raise money to build schools there.
And bringing 7 runners to Ethiopia and raising enough money to run across Ethiopia and having the opportunity to have an interaction with Ethiopians and create a system of solidarity between the two communities is very important. But all of our work in doing that is only leaving something there, and we need a component that's going to bring something back to Michigan, and that's where Seth and May come in, because they're our musical ambassadors and are going to have the opportunity to not only be influenced and inspired by amazing people in Ethiopia, but they'll also be bringing those inspirations back into their music and bringing it home in the form of an album.
So they're going to run approximately 240 miles through the mountains in the coffee growing region of Ethiopia. And every day they're going to be running to a different community, and Seth and I will go ahead of them to the community and be with the kids in the school, and also get to know the community and be part of the celebration when the runners arrive. And since the runners have such a big job physically, we'll be kind of doing the cultural aspect of the whole thing and trying to soak up as much as we can and learn as much as we can and celebrate the culture there in Ethiopia.
Community-supported music is something that we've been working on for years, very similar to community-supported agriculture, where people can support a farm by giving a farmer seed money at the beginning of the season, and then they get their shares of fresh fruits and vegetables all season long. So with music, we are going to be gathering upfront costs for us to be able to go to Ethiopia, write an album's worth of songs in Ethiopia, work on art projects with kids, do field recordings. But when we come back, we're going to record an album to tell the tale.
And that's what this Kickstarter is for. We're raising money for the album part of this project. The rest, the Run Across Ethiopia project, is raising a lot of money to do the whole run and to support the schools. And so this part of it is for the album so that we can bring some of that back.
You can be a part of this if you want to.
How you can help Seth and May and help the farmers in Ethiopia is to contribute to the Kickstarter project that Seth and May have going at whatever level is comfortable for you. And the cool thing about that is you get something in return for it.
If you only have a little bit of money to share, we'll give you an advance copy of the album. If you have more that you can lend to this project, we could even come to your home and play for you. We do artwork here in our home. All the time. We can make original art for you. We can thank you in the album. You can even sponsor a song if you want to.
Most importantly, contribute at whatever level makes sense to you, and it will help us in the greater scheme of things. That's my job, is to make sure that all the pieces fit together and that in the end we use the money for the people in Ethiopia.
A few years ago I got to go to southern Mexico, the southern highlands of Mexico with Chris, and I got to be in a similar role there, meeting with locals, meeting with kids, and playing music and learning about how their community works. So we're excited to be able to be a part of this fundraising for the schools in Ethiopia, and that's what it's all about, providing schools for the people who provide us with our coffee.
And once they come back, and they're back here in northern Michigan, they're going to bring the music straight back to you with your help.
We're ready to make another duo album together, and this is going to be it. If you want to learn more about this and other projects, onthegroundglobal.org is a very cool website.
We really appreciate your support.
Kickstart!